Hi, this video is going to show you how to use how to play the Workplace 2A, the clock fractions. Okay, so this is how the recording sheet looks like, and there are some fractions on the side, and you're going to need two of the overlay um, spinners to play this game. Okay, so the object of this game is to be the first person between either two player or three players to fill in the clock faces that you see here. So the object again is to fill in all three clock faces. And what you're going to do to determine what to add is you're actually going to be spinning the spinner, and whatever fractions you get are the fractions that you will be adding together. Okay, and whatever you add together is what you will fill here, and then the first person to reach to fill in all three is the winner of this game. Okay, so right now I have already spun the spinner, and I noticed that I will be adding 1/3 and 5/6. Now, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to have to switch between two different apps, so just bear with me. Okay, so let's remember the numbers 1/3 and 5/6. So I'm going to be adding together the fraction 1/3 and 5/6. Okay, so looking at these fractions, I have to think about how would I fill this out. Okay, so 1/3 is pretty easy. 1/3 just means that I have to find 1/3, which, if I remember correctly, is also the same thing as 20 minutes. Okay, now 5/6 is a whole different story. I could think about 5/6 as something that I can split up into unit fractions. So 5/6 can also be written as 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6. Okay, so there are 5 1/6s added together to get 5/6. Okay, and I also know that for each 1/6 there is 10 minutes. So let's go ahead and get that started and color it in. So the first one I'm going to do is the 20 minutes. So here's 5, 10, 15, 20. So I'm going to go ahead and color this in for my first number that I'm adding. Okay. All right. So then the next one is 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Whoops. It is 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use a different color. So here is 10 minutes for one of them. Here is the second one. Here is the third one. And then here is the fourth one. Okay. Now I notice that I have one left over. Am I just going to forget about that? Well, no, that one is actually what I'm going to use to start my second circle. So what I notice is that in order for me to get this whole thing colored in, right? This whole thing colored in, I added, okay, I added the 1/3, and then I added 4 of the 1/6. So 4 of the 1/6 is actually 4/6, which gives me 12 over 12, or it gives me a 1. Okay, so now I have this 1/6 left over. I'm going to go ahead and start that clock with 1/3 already, 1/6 already filled in. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that 10 minutes that I have left over from the previous equation, and I'm going to go ahead and fill that in. So now I let the second player go. So the second player is going to spin the spinner, do the same process of adding the fractions together, color it in, and anything that's left over will be carried over to the next clock phase. Okay, so the second player did it. Now it's my turn. Now I go back to my spinner. Okay, I go back to my spinner here, and I spin the next two fractions that I'll be adding together. I have 1/2 and 1/12. So let's go ahead and try to remember that. I am going to be adding 1/2 plus 1/12, okay? Plus 1/12. Now I know that 1/2 is the same thing as 30 minutes, and 1/12 is the same as 5 minutes. So using another color, green for my 30 minute and then yellow for my 5 minute, I'm going to go ahead and color that in. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that's my 30 minutes that I'm going to go ahead and color in. Okay. Okay. And then my 5 minutes that I'm going to go ahead and color in. Okay. So far I have done 1/6 plus, whoops, sorry, plus 1/2 plus 1/12. Okay. So I have not yet filled that in yet, so I'm not going to write the 1. So then now I let the next, player play. I have to make sure I add this together. So that's 35 minutes out of the 60 minutes, or I could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12. Okay? All right, so the next person, she or he goes, and then now it's my turn. I go back to the spinner. I spin again, and now I'm adding 3/12 and 5/12. Okay? So let's go back to the next one I need to add is going to be 3/12 plus 5/12. Okay, so that's easy. I'm going to go ahead and use the red for this one, and then the black for this one right here. So 3 of the 12s. Okay, so 3/12. 1, 2, and 3. So I already have 3/12 used up, and that would take care of the whole thing. So I'm going to go ahead and put that here. 3/12. If I add all of these together, it will give me 1. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this one right here into the next clock. So, but I still need to make sure I do this. Okay, 3/12 plus 5/12 is 8/12, right? So 8/12. So I'll put this 5/12 here, and I'm going to start with 5/12 here. I'm going to go ahead and use blue. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So all of that, and I'm going to go ahead and color that in. So I start with that. And then I just keep going, and then I want to get the fraction. Now I really want to get the fraction that will add up to 1, oops, sorry. I'm going to add up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12. So I'm looking for a combination that's going to help me to get at least 7, 12 or more. Once I get there, then I will be able to color in my 3 clock faces on this recording sheet. So this is how you play Workplace 2A clock fractions.